Hello guys and welcome to another tutorial video. So today what we are going to be doing is poster design for Cristiano Ronaldo. And before we continue, just check the description. You're going to see a link to download the images I used here and the PSD file as well. You see a link to the PSD file and you see a link to download the images for free. Yeah, the images and the resources I used in this video are free. So the PSD costs just $5. So let's get started. I'm going to choose this resolution 1080 by 1350. Color mode 8 bits. Create. Now I'm simply just going to go ahead and grab my pictures of Cristiano Ronaldo. But before I do that, I'm going to save this file first. Okay, so we are here. First, I'm going to bring in this picture of Cristiano. It's the first one. Now I'm just going to align it to where I want it to be. I think this is fine, the way the image came originally. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring in my next picture of Cristiano Ronaldo from Al Nasri. It's Al Nassr. Pardon my pronunciation. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to scale it down just about here. And do this. I think I'm going to scale it down again. Cool. I want a little bit of space at the top for this other image. I'm still going to come back to this one of Cristiano. I use Ctrl T to open my transform layer and scale it down. Just positioning it to the center here. Done. I think I'll shift this one again. And yeah, there we go. So now that we have this all set up, we're just going to dive in straight to the foot shadow. And to do that, I already have a foot shadow I designed here, and kept so I can use it anytime. I'm just going to come and grab it, scale it down. I'll hold my Alt key and scroll. Use my mouse wheel to zoom in. And just kind of scale it down. First off, I want something that is sharp and pointing directly under the shoe before I do the next. I'll use my arrow key so that I can shift it. Okay, now that's cool. I'll duplicate this layer, Ctrl J on your keyboard, then Ctrl T to open your transform layer, scale it up and place it just like that. I think it's too big, yeah. Okay, so now that's it for our foot shadow, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Kind of give the realism to that blur, that foot shadow, yeah. Now that one's fine. I'll take OK, save my work. I'll put these two under a folder, a same folder. I need my work organized. I'm just going to put here foot shadow. And yeah, okay, I'm going to bring in this desert picture since we're dealing with Al Nasri here in Dubai, an Arab country. So just bring this in, scale it up. Now I'm going to drag this layer and send it to the back, just right here. And I think I'm still going to do some scaling, see when it actually really fits, looks good in the eye. Then I can stop. Actually, I'm going to wipe away most of this, so I'll just come here, my mask. I turn on my mask right here and select my brush. Make sure I set to this soft round brush, increase my size. Increase it again. Okay, now I'm just going to brush over this. I don't actually need this top. I need just the sun at the bottom. Okay, so now I'm going to just come over to my edits. Sorry, I'll select my image first. Edit, transform in distort. I'm going to distort this because I need it to be like he's actually like it's so flat and Ronaldo is running on it. Keep tracking it down. Okay, now that's fine. We'll come over to this our mask again, select our brush and wipe out this unwanted layer. I don't want it. Okay. Now that's that for that part of it. Now the ball. For the ball as well, I'm going to go and paint over here because I don't like this. So I'll just add a new layer above here. Select my brush, reduce its size a whole lot. Okay. Now hold my Alt key. Once the cursor changes, I clip it to that and I'll brush over here. Now blending mode, and I'll change it to so actually I've decided I'm just going to take away this background and I'll just kind of figure out something new. But first off, this our layer over here. I'll reduce the opacity. Okay, now that's fine. Now over this layer of Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm going to create another mask. Select my brush, increase the size. Size was so small here, and lightly do this. Now that this is done for now, I'm going to come and reduce the opacity of my brush. I'll reduce it to let's say 34% and quickly just do this again. I want like a smooth transition, a nice fade. Okay, now that's fine. So I'll go back and make sure I turn on the opacity of my brush to 100 because I'll still use it later on. So now we're going to go ahead to add the number 7, which is like number very peculiar with Cristiano Ronaldo, as he always likes having that number 7 wherever he's at. So 7. Let's increase the font size of this to 72. You see? Select my move to Ctrl T transform tab, and I'm just going to like scale up this 7. Scale it up to just about here. Okay, now done. Go ahead and choose the color of this 7, and I'm just going to pick the color from his dress. Actually, you don't want to stray so much off course. Like, you need the colors that are in sync here. That one is too bright. So yeah, this goes well. Right now I'm just going to bring in a gradient background first. I'll select my move. Yeah, I need to lock this layer. I'll bring in a gradient background. Let's just choose gradient, and I'll select from here. I think I want to select something yellow and blue. Let's just select colors from the shirt he's putting on. That's fine. Okay, now I'll go to this other side and select something that has to do with blue. And okay, so now I've added this my gradient fill layer, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the texture because I don't want it looking like so plain. And I have my textures here. Remember, all of these files are the links are in the description. So I'm going to go ahead and select something that I would like. Let's see, this one. Now I'll come and adjust the blending mode. So So I'm just going to go ahead and choose color dodge. I actually kind of like it. Color dodge, and you see this nice effect we have at the bottom. Okay, so next thing is to increase the quality of these images. You can come over to the image, go to filter, and you go over to camera raw filter, and you increase the effects and texture. Yeah, but I'll just use another plugin that I have. Okay, so back to this image of Cristiano Ronaldo and to this mask. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just sort of select my brush and make him pop out, just pop out of the hand. Okay, so I'll do this. Now I think that's fine. So I'll go ahead and, because this hand is kind of cut here, select him, select Cristiano, then select the foot shadow and move all of, Control Z, sorry, and sort of just move all of them. Use my arrow keys to move it slowly. Move it again. Now that's fine. So now I'm bringing in the Al Nasri logo. Okay, scale it down. I'll place it just about here. Done. Now I'm going to kind of put this inside some rectangle, yeah. So I'll just come over here, my rectangle tool, and I'll draw a rectangle or square, whatever. Go over to stroke and set it to none. Yeah, make sure my fill still stays white, and I'll send it behind the Al Nasri. Now I'll group this and put in one folder. I'll just name it Al Nasri. I think I'll delete this rectangle and I'll just go for a stroke on the Al Nasri. So I'll come over here to FX, stroke, and I'll select something white actually. Increase the size of it. Select position to outside. And take OK. Let's zoom in and see what we got. It's really terrible. But I think it gives it some sort of effects, don't you think? Yeah. So instead of going for this normal blue, I'm going to come over to FX, go to gradient, overlay, and I'm going to add some sort of gradient to it. Make it look cool. So I'll select my blues and choose this one. I need something that matches with his shorts, like. So I'm going to go with this one, this blue 20, okay, and okay. This is kind of wants to match with his short. So now over to the last part, which is always the color grading that I do. So I'm going to come over here and add my gradient map. I have like a unique color grading palette for this gradients. Select overlay. Now go over here and select these ones. These are actually meant for color grades. They are gradient colors, but meant for color grades. I'll choose something yellow because it's Al Nasri. Now this does the job well. So I can come over here to opacity and reduce the effect of it. But no, I think I'll turn that like 85%. Now that's fine.